Thanks for coming. Last video I talked on why secret don't work. Secret is nothing but law of karma or law of reaping and sowing or law of attraction. This one I'm talking on what's money, how, why and why nots of earning. A yogi asked to a well-known businessman in America named as Rockefeller, does money come out of banks and factories? And Yogi explained him later that money comes out of love, hard work, honesty and understanding among honest, hardworking people. That's the main philosophy. The note which you have, $100 note, actually it gives you a surety of the value which that paper is carrying, which you have the paper. Now from where this value comes? That value comes out of hard work, honesty, love and relationship of people, honest people. This is the main science and philosophy of earning money. What you may call as law of karma, law of sowing and reaping, or law of attraction. In my last video, why secret doesn't work, I've tried to explain more intricacies as to how the thought process work and what is the method so you can go through the process of thought and be aware or come into a state of choiceless awareness. So that's the only way wherein you can bring out things from your inner being to actually work it for you. Now, law of karma works out in a very subtle way. Anything you act or do has an impression on your consciousness. If you believe or you don't believe on past birth or reincarnations, but the impressions of your actions being performed are actually there in your consciousness. You cannot remove them. That is why big people, famous or rich people, Henry Ford or Edison, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln got his success, or so-called success in the mundane world after the age of 40. When he got attracted towards a female, he actually, with her entwination, could bring his inside out. One can do the same thing by meditating or interacting with people of like-minded. That's how the law of attraction comes into the play, or law of karma. When you have a positive attitude or positive thinking towards life, you attract positive people. When you have a negative, you attract negative people. Anything you think in a negative way or you act, then you attract negative. Because how the mind works, researchers have seen that suppose you're a martial artist or a sportsman and whatever action you're performing, if you sit down, close your eyes and do the action in your mind, those muscles are subtly being affected. It has been shown in a research works. So that means mind cannot distinguish between actually performing an action and thinking it in the mind. So that's how the thinking affects. If you constantly think of doing something, then I will do that, I will do that, I will do it, yes, you will do that. But it has to take a long time to give an effect to your mind of those positive suggestions. You see, Master Lee went to America, which is with his own shortcomings of languages. He was sitting with Joe Hams Joe Hayams told him that now I am 30 plus and the kicking is difficult part for me. Lee said, I've got my own problems when my one leg is shorter than the other leg. I'm wearing contact lens, I've got Chinese accent, but I'm sure that I'll take up this people, American people, and the whole of the halls will be filled for me. And it happened. Because he had given autosuggestion to his mind with all the positive thoughts which he was supposed to act, interact, react, and then put a tangible effect to the world. Not only that, he went to an extent of putting philosophy into an action. You see, he in his book Tao of Jeet Kune Do, he wrote down for mental cultivation Indian philosopher J. Krishnamurti Bai. He understood how you have to cultivate your mind, to work into a positive sense, positive framework of mind. The main thing is never give up. Henry Ford was successful in terms of mundane world, but do you know how much he had gone through? He may have a lot of tough things to come into that state. You may be rich, you may not be rich, but if you understand that success is the inner state of your being, your content from inside, so you are rich in all the states. So it hardly matters for you what state you are in. You can come up from any states. Maybe people may call it as poverty. But you can come up anytime if you are determined. You, it's not the money which, anything if you think that you want in terms of, apart from money, people think of God. If you want God, you can definitely get God. Whatever you want in this world, you can get, but it may take some time. You have to give that suggestions to your mind that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. If you write down these suggestions and then repeat it every day, the suggestions of making you more confident, definitely within due course of time, it will definitely affect you and make that thing give you a tangible effect. Paramahansa Yoganandaji, the author of Autobiography of Yogi, he was sitting with his master, and that time he was thinking of 3 places at California. His mind was wandering in that. His master knew it because his master could read his thought process. He said, you are thinking about 3 places, but don't do that. Your time will come, it will automatically materialize. Because he had in his mind the past imprints from his past birth, which he wanted to make a place at California or different parts of California, the ashrams where he wanted to teach his students for whom he had come. Maybe the students from many past births were waiting for him. You know, there are yogis living at Himalayas for more than 2000 years. People, like you see in India, we worship goddess Lakshmi. If you read the stotras of Lakshmi, you will find it has positive and negative. It says bad Lakshmi and good Lakshmi. What are these? These are the vibrations. Now, this money, as I said in initiation of this video, that money comes out of love, hard work, honesty of the people. Now suppose somebody has exploited these people and that value he has taken up and he gives that value of money in terms of that rupee note or that dollar note to someone, that negative vibration will be transferred to that someone. Now that someone's family and all the people using that money will have that bad effects, which will never give them the contentment. That's what happens. So you have to understand the concept, working in the consciousness in deeper and deeper sense of your being. Then only you can understand this, because otherwise you see people work for many seminars, life-changing seminars. They go to the seminar, the man there tries to tell them about many ways, he tries to change the thought process, putting that in terms of football. That okay, and if you're in a football game, now you won't think that way, you will think this way. Many ways to present. But that doesn't work. The person goes back and then again he's in the same world. So how that consciousness effect will be happening, this in the depth I've explained in my other video, why secret don't work. Here in this I try to make you aware that how negative and positive of earning works and what's money. Basically, money is that hardened love relationship of the people which has become a value which is tangible. Initially, on olden days, you see there was a barter system. If you have rice and enough, I take from that and I give you some of the things. Now, then it becomes the gold was an exchanging matter, and then it becomes money, what you call as a note. It's nothing more than that. Anyone who wants to earn, he can earn. Whatever you want to do in your life, you can. But important than and higher than that is to understand the concept, the consciousness, which I have given in my other videos, and I'll be subsequently talking on these subjects every time. Thank you.